Hello, my name is Benjamin, and this is my final project reflection. As I was reflecting on the process of developing my channel, I thought of what changed and what has been most important. I think the main thing that has changed for me was my expectations. I have tended to expect to get more done in a short amount of time, which I feel I'm able to do, but there are things outside of my control that create obstacles in doing so. Such obstacles are technical issues with editing, rendering, or uploading. When faced with such challenges, the time certain things take is out of my control. I think what is most important is that I was able to finish projects. It can be difficult to get everything done, and with setting times, scheduling it was pleasant because I was able to complete it diligently. I will be giving myself deadlines as I create more content, so I will not be sitting on my ideas for a long time and I can share them with the world instead. The challenges I have faced were mostly technical issues with editing, rendering, and uploading to YouTube. My main issue with editing was that I believed the CPU was not able to handle the project and load the changes. However, when I would save the project, it was able to load the progress so I can have a better idea on how the changes were looking. My main problem with rendering is that it was taking an excessive amount of time. I overcame this issue by researching rendering best practices and made the changes needed to speed up the rendering process. My main issue with uploading was that my files were too large and not completely uploading, failing and also taking a very long time. I ended up just being patient and making sure the screen was always open while the video was uploading, so I wouldn't have any issues. And I would have only that page open so that the computer can focus on that task. As I was creating my content, there was a lot of course information that helped me. One that stood out to me in my mind was having a story and the aspects that make content shareable and viral. I also thought a lot about cross-promotion and how I can use similar content to share my content on different platforms. Although we did not do too much of this in this course, it was something that stood out to me and I will be wanting to use the most in the future. Stories also stood out to me, and I want to make sure my content shares great stories to keep people compelled and interested. For my school projects, I made a separate channel, so I will not continue to create content for this channel. However, I will be using what I made and upload it to that main channel when it is time to promote the music that the video was made for. We learned a lot in this course, and I think the top 3 strategies that I will be keeping in mind while I create content are Jonah Berger's steps of using stories, emotions, practical value, and social currency to keep people interested and make great, contagious content. Although I stated 4, these are the main ones that stood out to me this semester. Overall, this was a great course and I learned a lot. I've been inspired by what I learned, and the information will definitely stick with me as I create content in the future.